Hello and welcome back to Smart Real Estate. Now we're joined by Eric Atilano. Eric is a lender with New American Funding. Hi Eric, how are you today?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Good, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me, why did you become a lender?
Well, I became a loan officer at a pretty young age when working with Bank of America. Being offered the position, I was a little scared of the commission only. But as I learned through my transaction and seeing how extremely happy my clients were receiving the deal, their loan to get the home of their dreams or refinancing to make a great savings, it just became addicting. So when you see the value and the rewarding level of this job and profession, you just want to keep doing it. And you grow and you build great relationships. Clients have actually turned into long-term friends.
That's awesome. Now, did you have real estate in your upbringing or in your background, or how?
No, my father's an attorney and my mother is in radiology.
Wow.
I'm the only one in finance. My grandfather owned a restaurant, and they traveled a lot. So there is absolutely no real estate lending or a real estate profession in my entire family.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
New American Funding. So tell me a little bit about New American Funding. How are you guys different from other lenders out there?
Well, it's good to know that New American Funding is a full Eagle direct lender, which means that we communicate directly to the agencies, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, VA, FHA, and Ginnie Mae. So what that also means is we have very little to almost no overlays on all our conditions needed to satisfy files. In turn, that means the approval levels are quicker, as well as the turnaround time on our transactions. Knowing that we're able to provide that, as well as have an extremely supportive sales staff, management team, and just a culture in the company, only makes you want to get up and do more business.
Wow, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And then how are you different from other loan officers?
Well, personally, I'm a pretty aggressive salesman. I like to go out and market heavily. I like to meet a lot of people. I engage a lot in caravans and also nonprofit organizations. I like making myself known, but I also know that reaching out to those clients that really need the help is what I'm looking for. I really want to find those homeowners that have been denied more than once, or the ones that just don't have any more faith in the industry, because New American will provide that opportunity for them to really feel like they're being helped, that they're being engaged in what it is that is a priority to them. A lot of them have been burned over the years. We all know that. It wasn't perfect, but that doesn't mean it needs to continue that way. So I'm really on the map for not only just creating a better experience for the clients all around, but for everyone involved, be it the real estate agent, title, escrow, clients, and the upper management and my other colleagues.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. So you go to caravans, obviously, to network and build relationships with the realtors, and then the nonprofit work that you do. Is there anything marketing-wise that you do specific to let these clients that you're talking about that maybe have been burned numerous times, that they do have an option with you to possibly, have a successful transaction?
Well, I've been doing first-time homebuyer seminars for a little while now, but I'm reaching a different level of communication where we have an employee mortgage benefit program. So through an HR department of any big corporation, I'm able to share the advantages of working with New American Funding. I feel that once they're in their own zone with their employer and they're happily employed and they get these information that they can have loans at a discounted level, if we have the program with them, then they begin to see a little bit more of a sunnier side of lending. So it really does start with allowing a gift to them and letting them know that you can learn how to get this home loan or to become a homeowner, and your dreams will come true. But on top of the first-time homebuyer seminars, approaching them through their employer, I think is a really good angle.
That's a great idea. It's a win-win. The employers are helping
Sure.
their employees, and you're bringing something of benefit. So tell me, do you have any niche products?
We do. I feel like our company itself is just a big niche product. We have the most loan programs of any other lending company out there, and we're a direct lender. But I would like to focus really on the condo lending. There's a lot of condos out there. A lot of people are really savvy with condos, but they're either in litigation, or they have a high non-owner occupancy level, or they're not even endorsed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. Well, we can do lending on all of those. I feel that's a really powerful tool to use, especially with first-time home buyers coming up. Rates are at a really good low right now. Affordability is there, and the properties are going to be priced for them to buy. So when you have these types of programs that at first would just shun lending, we're in there saying, hey, come on in. Let's go ahead and get this house for you.
That's awesome, because I do know that the owner occupancy rate has been an issue with condos in the past.
It really has, and we're going to turn that around big time.
That's awesome. So tell me, Eric, where do you see the market today? Is this a good time to buy, a good time to sell? What are your thoughts?
That's a really great question. I am not a real estate agent, but I do have a lot of perspective on how the market is going, and I feel it's the strongest it can be. We're seeing housing prices come up to where they were back in 2004, before that real big boom. So when housing prices are starting to appreciate, that's a really good sign. We saw a 20% increase last year. You're going to see about a 12% this year. But qualifying the buyers is happening. This is different than the other buyers that we were seeing in the past. So they're going to be holding on to those mortgages. They're going to want to invest more, and they're going to want to see their property appreciate. This is the best time to buy. If I could suggest anything to anybody, it would be run, don't walk. You have to get in there. If you're just going to sit back and wait for something else to happen, whatever it is, your dreams of acquiring that home, it's only going to be more expensive. You want to get in while you can still afford it, and then start building your future.
Such a great tip. And as we wrap up here, what are 3 quick tips you'd give someone that is looking to buy?
The 3 best tips I would suggest is work with your lender first and find your affordability level. Once you have that, then you can see the catalog of homes that are within your reach. Fall in love with those homes. Start making a great relationship with a realtor who's weathered the storm of the past 5-6 years. You know, it really did filter out the oil from the water when it came to professionals that time. So when you can pair yourself up with someone who's that dedicated and was able to stick around, they know what your priorities are, and they actually appreciate your business a lot more too. So when you're working with them as well as a seasoned mortgage consultant or an expert, getting your numbers finalized, the next step is learning how to communicate and tell us what you want. Know what it is you want to invest in so we know how to make sure we get what you want.
Absolutely, that's so true. So many people go out looking for their house before they even know what they're approved for. I see that all the time. So thank you so much, Eric, for all your info. It was very informative. Next up, we have Suzanne Nickel, and she is a San Diego probate law attorney.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Corona with Farmers Insurance, and you're watching.
And you're watching.
And you're watching.
And you're watching.
And you're watching Smart Real Estate.
Smart Real Estate. Smart Real Estate.
Smart Real Estate.
Everything you ever wanted to know about real estate, but didn't know who to ask? Find your answers at Smart Real Estate.